Kendall Jenner is slammed for another ad, this time for Adidas.
The 13 Reasons Why cast react to their Emmy snub.
And Fifth Harmony are the opposite of angels in their new music video.
Ooh, all that and more on today's Rundown. What's up, you guys? Happy Friday. Welcome back to DHR. Feel good?
Feeling good on a Friday, always.
Feels so good. You guys, later on the show, we're going to be talking about why Kylie Jenner is calling out a store for making fake lip kits.
And speaking of Kylie, let's talk about her sister getting slammed again on the internet. Kendall Jenner is being slammed for another ad. This time, instead of Pepsi, it's now for Adidas. So she's not just having a great month, this girl. First, she was accused for not leaving a tip at a bar in New York, and now she's just getting a bunch of hate for her involvement in this Adidas latest ad. So in this ad, she joins James Harden, 21 Savage, and more in a campaign about being, quote, original. The ad is set to the tune of Frank Sinatra's My Way, and it features shots of Botticelli and Da Vinci masterpieces. So in the clip, Kendall goes sci-fi, and she's laying in what we can assume to be a glass hibernation chamber, wearing a crop top and underwear, while reciting a bunch of inspirational quotes.
I did what I had to do. I faced it all, and I stood tall. I did it my way.
Well, it seems like a pretty simple ad to us, but one person online called out the brand and asked them to find someone more inspiring, writing, quote, use someone in your ads that actually inspires and is doing something important and wonderful for others. This is just a bad ad on many levels and for many reasons. And another person commented, writing, y'all are idiots. She isn't original. She and her family are fake.
Jeez, tell me how you really feel.
I mean, or not. Here's the thing, nothing about this ad felt controversial to me, and I understood why people thought the Pepsi ad was controversial. I totally get it. But to me, this just feels like people are just hating on the Jenners for being Jenners.
I mean, I think they're used to it. They get a lot of flack for everything. But this one, I'm kind of like,
who cares? You know, and here's the other thing. I feel like of all of them, the Kardashians and the Jenners, Kendall is the one who has ventured out on her own, trying to literally pay her dues in an industry that's really difficult to be in. As a model, I really respect Kendall because she did start kind of at the bottom. I remember years ago when she started doing like Sherry Hill runway stuff, which a lot of my friends have done trying to be models. So she started in a very humble way and worked her way up. She is a Jenner, but she has worked really hard. So don't hate on Kendall. She's trying to do the best she can.
Drink a Pepsi. You guys, it's a huge week for harmonizers because yesterday we got their new song Angel, and now we have a new music video. In the Angel video, directed by David Camarena, you see the girls looking like the definition of fierce in a variety of looks, which are all part of what appears to be one lucky guy's dream. It's a whole new video direction for the girls, you guys. Check it out. Angel is currently available on iTunes along with a pre-order of 5H's self-titled album due out August 25th. So excited for that. But during an interview with Ryan Seacrest, Allie shared some insight about the process of creating the new album, telling Ryan, quote, we co-wrote more than half of this album. We put our blood, sweat, and tears into this. You get to hear us as you've never heard us before. It's cool because for this record, we were able to be in pairs for the most part to write the songs. For example, Normani and I would go into the studio, and that's how we created Messy. So you kind of have the extra personal attachment when it's coming from you. That's cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna just be honest with everyone watching. We talked about this beforehand, and Drew was like, oh, you might not want to say that. But I didn't love that song, Angel, when it dropped yesterday. I was like, oh, I don't know, like what mood do I listen to this song in? But I'm glad the music video came out because I like it a lot better now that I see it with the music video. Isn't it weird how songs do that?
I feel like that always happens. Like I'll be iffy about a song, and then when the music video comes out and I watch it a few times, there's something about just a visual that I'm like, oh, okay.
It like brings it to life. I love the fact that these girls also wrote on this album. So I'm gonna, even if the songs aren't my favorite Fifth Harmony songs of all time, I'm preparing myself because, you know, being budding songwriters, you don't always write a bunch of hits, but I want to give them a pass because I love it when women take control of their careers, and the fact that they're writing their own music, that's hard.
It's a big
deal. I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
I feel like we've been talking a lot about Aaron Carter recently, and now we know that he is single and ready to mingle, although I'm not sure if anyone actually wants to mingle with him.
Maybe.
So he announced last week he broke up with his girlfriend, Madison Parker, and he also came out as bisexual, admitting that his sexuality played a part in the breakup. So in the very same week, coincidentally, actress Chloe Grace Moretz, she did an interview with Variety where she revealed that Aaron was her childhood crush. She said, "When I was 4 years old, I thought Aaron Carter was so cool. My friend, when we were both little babies back in Georgia, she liked Aaron Carter too, and we used to fight over who would get Aaron Carter one day. Who knows? Maybe we'll meet." So Aaron got wind of her comments, and now he's single, guys, and he actually made the first move. He retweeted an article about Chloe's comments and said, "Hey, let's set up a date. The crush is mutual." So she's yet to respond to this tweet. What do you think? Do you think that she's going to respond and take him up on that offer?
I say no, only because I had the same feelings about Aaron Carter back in the day.
Interesting,
He
yeah.
was my first crush, loved him, and then fast forward like 2 years ago, I saw him perform, and I saw him at a restaurant next to the venue where he was performing, and I was like, went over very casually, didn't make a scene, and I was like, "Hey Aaron, is it okay if I take a picture? I really love your music." And he was like, "We're gonna do pictures after the show." So first of all, he assumed that I was going to his show, and then he was like, "Later." And then later he was like, "But you girls look good. You guys want to like go upstairs and like have dinner?" And we're like, "No."
No, we just wanted a picture and you were rude, so it's a big no.
So
I
I don't
actually
think
met him recently too, but he was actually really nice.
Really?
It was at VidCon. We were at a party, and I was with Misty Kingma, who also co-hosts on the show, and she and I were walking around, and she goes, "When's Aaron Carter performing?" And we're in a club with tons of people, and he goes, he's sitting right next to us. We didn't even notice, and he's like, "I'll be up next." And she was like, "Oh my gosh!" And he took a photo with us. Maybe he was just in a different headspace. Anyway, I have a feeling Chloe Grace Moretz might be in a different place. I had a crush on Leonardo DiCaprio when I was growing up. I thought he was literally, I was going to marry him and have his babies.
And now?
If I were single and he walked in the room and was like, "Hey, can I take you on a date?" I'd be like, "Oh, that's so cute, but I'm good.
Right.
I'm on a diet."
It changes. Okay, Aaron. So, as we all know, the Emmy nominations came out last month, and people noticed that 13 Reasons Why was missing from the nominations, but the star is saying that they're completely unfazed. It's fine. Dylan Minnette, who plays Clay Jensen, told Us Weekly, quote, "I honestly didn't even think anything of it. At the end of the day, we're just trying to make something good and have the world respond to it, but not necessarily in an award." It's safe to say Dylan has brushed the snub off, and Catherine Langford, who plays Hannah Baker, had similar feelings. She said, quote, "I feel regardless of whether or not we were nominated or were nominated for any award."
Yes, definitely. End of this show, I was like, I don't think I'm able to watch this without adult supervision. This is way too dark for me. I agree with his statements, though. I don't know about you. Like, who cares about awards anyway? I feel like old people care about awards.
I mean, I think if they would have been nominated, they'd be like, "Oh my God, this is great." But when you don't get nominated, it's like, okay, cool. It was our first season, you know, like we're not going in expecting to be at the top. So.
But they kind of were. I mean, they were at the top of the fact that he's on all of these Tonight shows, late night shows, talking about it, and every video that anyone ever did about this went viral, and people were talking about it in like small groups and churches and schools. Like, I think that was the point of the show, not getting an award. I haven't started watching Life of Kylie yet. I'm excited to get started, but this new teaser for next Sunday's episode really has me intrigued because Kylie and her best friend Jordan, they take a trip to downtown LA, where there are a lot of stores that sell kind of knockoff Kylie Jenner products with the Kylie Jenner branding on it.
Seen that.
So the girls literally take it upon themselves to go downtown LA to start confronting store owners.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm really scared. Okay, fast. Oh my goodness. This is crazy. Who owns this place?
Okay, so in this clip, we saw that Kylie didn't even get out of the car, but how great of a friend is Jordan that she would handle it for her best friend. They were also very nervous to do this, mostly because there's so many people and there were also lots of paparazzi around, and Kris Jenner apparently told Kylie not to go downtown by herself, but she did it anyway because she's a grown woman and she can do what she wants to do. But I love that as a business owner, she is taking it upon herself to go out and keep people from buying knockoff products because you don't know what's in those products, if they're used, if they're not even the right kind of materials that it takes to make a Kylie lip kit. Who knows what's in those products? So I love that she's just taking it upon herself.
And you don't want other businesses or companies defaming your name, because if, say that one of those products had like something poisonous in it, or would be like, excuse me, Kylie lip kits are bad, and Kylie's like, excuse me, that's not my real product.
Yeah.
So I get it.
Or somebody going on the internet doing a video review of her product being like, this product sucks, when they bought it from some vendor downtown LA. So.
But do you think, by any chance, was it planted so that it would be a good, like, episode?
Oh,
You know
I
what I mean?
love where your mind is at, Drew. I am such a conspiracy theorist. I think everything's set up in Hollywood. But I have been downtown though, and I have seen knockoff everything. Like I remember buying knockoff True Religions. I actually think they might have been stolen at the time, which is even worse. I'm just saying I've learned from my mistakes. I no longer buy clothes downtown, but
yeah, I've definitely seen knockoffs.
I like where your head's at though, the conspiracy theory.
Can't trust Hollywood.
No. Well, I know you guys feel some sort of way about this Kendall Jenner ad. Let us know in the comments, do you think it was controversial? Do you think it was a whole lot to do about nothing?
Let us all know in the, all of us, Aaron and I and Brandon, who's in the room. Also, I want to know what you guys think of Fifth Harmony's new Angel music video.
Yeah, let us know the real truth. And are you mad at me for not like loving the song?
No, we love you, Aaron.
I'm inviting the hate. Go for it in the comments. It's Friday, you can't get me down. Have a great weekend, you guys. Thanks for watching, and we will be back here on Monday.
Bye.
For more, click love for details on Taylor Swift taking the stand in her groping trial.
Or click over to the right to find out why Selena is facing backlash for her new movie role.